LPT, keep a log of all of your work wins and accomplishments. I'm a farmer for life, and I'm not leaving my job, but this comes in handy in another way. I was asked to put my name forward to be nominated by my governor for a state commission involving agriculture. A resume is needed to do so, and I've done a lot of things in my career, but it's so hard to remember off the top of your head what you've done. When I looked at my 10-year-old resume, I found that the company I put it together for no longer exists, and one of my references is dead. Related LPT, if you find your performance reviews rely entirely on what you said you did, it means your manager isn't doing his job and you can just make up whatever you like, and hell believe you. I figured out that you can flood them with information. I would save all the positive feedback emails and memorandums I received. Then attach the whole lot to my performance review. Write out a thesis as my summary and hand it over. They would rubber stamp it and then send it up as positive up the chain. Everyone involved would just go with TL. Doctor sounds like he did well again this year. This guy is amazing. Last year he cures cancer and this year has the Supreme Court's outside consultant on all affairs of excellence. I can't keep up. Last year he cures cancer and this year has the Supreme Court's outside consultant on all affairs of excellence. So, RBG's gonna be fine. Add on. Ask your boss what skills you are being measured on, or what skills would be required for the next level of position. Structure your list to match those skills. I want a promotion. We are a few months out from any discussions, but I got a list of all the skills needed for a senior manager, and I'm recording all the ways I meet those skills. It has encouraged me to find things I would have done otherwise, and communicate them in a certain way. X. Help a junior colleague with a client. Call == I was driving results through other managers and helping a future manager grow their career. Great tip. And I learned the hard way. Collect the numbers to back these up at the time. Months later, or after you have switched employers, it may be impossible to get the numbers, and proving you accomplished something with numbers is much more impressive to employers, bosses, etc. I also keep a that a boy folder and add emails or people are complimenting my work. I've used it several times for performance reviews and promotion discussions. Came here to add this. My folder is called Cloud Bank. To add to this, if you are in any sort of management or leadership position, keep track of accomplishments that you see your team members make. I run a team of 10 and it's really amazing to see what they accomplish over time. Things that I may have otherwise forgotten. That list will help in so many ways. For example, I have an employee who is applying for a promotion to another internal position. When the hiring manager asked my opinion, I was able to quickly run through some of the great contributions that person had made. Of course, it's also super helpful because it allows you to give specific ongoing accolades to encourage and build up your team members. No joke. I even use this in my marriage. I take quick notes in the moment so that I can remember to thank my wife later for things she's done, or just so I can remember to comment on a characteristic that I find charming. TL. Doctor, take notes on good things and use those notes to tell the person who is good thinging, you seem like really good person. That's very kind. Thanks. Honestly, I'm just learning in my late 30s the importance of making sure the people you care about and rely on know they are valid. Cheers. Keep it and everything you think you might need in the cloud. If you need stuff like your list of accomplishments, annual reviews, performance reports, whatever, suddenly after being fired or laid off, you may not be able to retrieve them from the company. I keep a separate folder in my Outlook email at work where I keep copies of every time someone says good job or thanks for this. It really helps you craft a narrative of your accomplishments and contributions. A few others have commented this, and I'm totally going to start doing this now. Thanks. At a number of my prior jobs we had to create a list of accomplishments for our year-end review. I worked on mine continuously throughout the year. This is also a good way to boost self-esteem. I'm a labor and delivery nurse, and when I first started, I kept a daily log on the number of babies I delivered, the number of successful skills/procedures, i.e. blood draws, IV starts, catheter insertions, etc., and any particularly touching moments with comments from patients. I look back through that list often to remind me that I'm a good and capable nurse that has accomplished so much and influenced so many people in just a short amount of time. Definitely helps to keep me going after a particularly hard few shifts. On the contrary and narrow-visioned, keep a log of all your mistakes, what you learned from them, and how you'll improve in the future. Obviously for multiple reasons, but those mistakes are likely the ones your manager will only remember. Be ready to own the mistakes and show you've grown from them. This is wonderful advice. I'm fortunate that I finally feel like I found a very rewarding career path that is very goal-oriented and supportive of all employees. It's so important to enjoy where you work and feel like you've made a difference. And at the very least, made a guest feel welcome and better about themselves after their service. Body waxer here. A specific way I recommend doing this LPT is in a resume. When you have a master resume version multiple pages long, it's really easy to tune it for any job you apply to by trimming out the least relevant content until only your most applicable successes remain. I was told to do this in college and I didn't. Now I've been at a job for 6 years and you think I can remember all the things I accomplished in my position back in 2015? Nope. Or my job in 2011? Nope. Should have had that master list. What if I considered those past wins in hindsight failures? Kissed the receptionist. Left my girlfriend. I'm now dating receptionist. Getting engaged. Having a baby. Married. Jim H. This is great advice. And I do it often. A log like this is interview story. Tell me about a time when. And resume food, which you should, update once a year or so with the more significant items in your list. I'm an engineering manager at one of the $MEGACORPS and this advice is essential for success. Speaking for myself, after a month or two the details of what I worked on become murky. If I'm not posting updates etc to keep my peers in the loop, I'll often forget the details of what I personally worked on, which make my self-review difficult to write. Keep a journal, or some record of your accomplishments. Even better if you're able to point to some metric that demonstrates the benefit of your labors. Also as a manager you can track your team's achievements. It's good for annual departmental reviews in the company and to show the team how much they've accomplished in the last year. Link. reddit.com/r/life_every_com/lpt_app&UTM_medIUM=AND_ROID_SOURC=UTM_AMEDIUM_SCORE. I had a meeting at a new ICE job, and I explained that I was doing just this, and they were really impressed. I said, well, at my old job I was keeping track of my contributions, and it led to me getting a raise, so the memory of that motivates me to keep track. I started writing down everything I did each day, and building a calendar of them. It was a way to help me see how much I actually do, as my work started making me feel like I wasn't doing anything. The result however also gave me an amazing documentation of the 1000s of things I'm capable of doing, and make for amazing resources for resume building. We so often overlook what we do daily as unimportant or not noteworthy, but it may just be the key to your next position. This so many times this. Also, record delays, issues, and concerns when they happen. The tiny hour here and a delay there can be hard to remember 6 months later but seriously affect you then and there. WTF am I supposed to do with an empty notebook? I track all my minors mostly to make sure they're being moved forward. After a while that completed log on top of the more normal work makes you look like an overachiever. I do this for all my employees. In our one-on-ones the first thing we start with is what did you accomplish? I add some, and they add some, and it makes for a good conversation starter as well as a great log of what they have accomplished. Gather reports, samples, and analytics dashboards as you go. Putting together a portfolio of accomplishments will make you stand out from others who are all talk. Keep a copy of the job description for every job you are hired to use for updating your resume later. In addition to the other reasons listed, this can be good for your mental health too. I started doing this after feeling frustrated and stagnant in a position, to help remind myself of all the good things I had done and led. I've got an Outlook folder called I Love Me that I add emails like this in, and ensure to update my resume after every major project. It feels good. It's like I'm building it brick by brick. Yes, draw energy from the victories in your life. They are very important. They should keep you thirsty to learn more. It's called a brag book or brag file. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.